Robbie Blackhurst, Director, Procure North West Framework. Procure North West is a public sector procurement framework, so effectively we help the public sector, whether that be schools, hospitals, universities, effectively buy contractors to deliver their major capital projects. My background is I work contractor side, so delivering capital projects for the public sector, and worked across a myriad of different public sector frameworks. Some are national, some are regional. And what I kind of found across all these frameworks, that each of them had pockets of best practice, and equally some of them had things that weren't working too well. So what I had the idea to do was basically do an in-depth analysis of all these frameworks, these national ones, the regional ones, look at what works well within their frameworks and look at what doesn't really work well, and kind of come up with a hybrid of the two by getting rid of the stuff obviously that doesn't work that well, but taking all the pockets of best practice from across maybe 10 frameworks and pulling them into one. So Procure North West does what it does to make sure that the public sector are absolutely getting value for money and quality of delivery when delivering their capital projects. Clients that use Procure North West effectively hopefully experience simplified procurement in a world where procurement can be quite complex in the public sector, absolutely value for money and proven track record of delivery. What's it like to be an employee of Procure North West? You'd probably have to ask the employees, but I'd say it was challenging. I'd say it's quite fast-paced, rewarding, and I'd like to think it's enjoyable as well. I like to surround myself with positive people, with a can-do attitude. I think positive attitude is quite infectious, and I think if you surround yourself with them type of people, then you can't help but be positive yourself, which obviously isn't a bad thing. So in my spare time, obviously spend time with my two kids, Oliver and George. I don't really, being honest, by the time you take kind of work into the equation and then time with the kids, you don't really have much free time around that. I quite like to, end of the day, to kind of relax by just watching a box set or something at home. And I think kind of the reason why I probably choose a box set series is that I probably haven't got the attention span at that time of the day for a film, so a nice little 45 minutes at the end of the day is probably how I unwind. Best moments in my life, obviously you'd have to say when your kids are born. But I think Istanbul in 2005 is pretty special as well. Probably a couple actually. I think kind of one is don't worry about things that you can't influence. If you can't influence something, if you can not do anything about it, then there's no point in worrying about it. I think another one's probably to be a diligent listener. That old analogy that you've got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. The non-celebrity answer I'd probably invite kind of 4 mates, because I just don't think you spend enough time with your mates like anyone as they get older and life takes over. You don't see your mates as much, so it'd be a good opportunity to see some of your mates. If I was to invite 4 celebrities, probably invite David Attenborough. I think he'd be interested to have. I think I'd probably invite Mary Berry so she could bring some desserts. Maybe Tim Peake, keeping it British. Maybe keep Tim Peake in there. I think he'd have some interesting stories. And as a fourth, probably invite Liam Gallagher, because I think it'd be dead interesting to see him have a conversation with David Attenborough and Tim Peake. But that's the only reason why I'd invite him. I think what downtown's good for is that it mixes sectors, and you might think that, well, that's a bit of a waste of time because I'm not going to do business with people that aren't in my sector, but I feel since I've joined downtown, it's enabled me to kick my business on through making connections with people that do stuff that I'd never even thought about, whether that be marketing, graphics, photography, and I've kind of made them connections that have absolutely improved maybe the brand of my image or the brand of my business or the way we talk about the business. It's really positive in that sense. The best person to contact is probably me. My details are on the Procure North West website, which is procurenorthwest.co.uk. I'm also on Twitter, or we are on Twitter as a business, and it's at ProcureNW.